All right, to the surprise of absolutely nobody, the WBC has ordered an immediate rematch between heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury after their controversial first meeting. Okay, I'm reading this article here to you guys. Now, quickly, it's going to be kind of a rapid-fire video today. You know, you got a little controversy thrown in there about the padding, you know, the judges, the scorecard, and I kind of got a bombshell for you guys too, but I'll make it quick. Okay, Wilder and Fury gave boxing one of the best fights in heavyweight division in a long time, which has created tremendous popular demand for the fans to see the rematch, Sullivan said. We're talking about the WBC president, Mauricio Sullivan. The WBC is happy to confirm that a direct rematch has been approved and will create in a ruling which will also consider the mandatory status of the division. Okay, I wish to once again congratulate Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury for the great battle, blah, 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 blah. Now, longtime mandatory challenger Dominic Breazeale will have to content himself with December 22nd bout against Carlos Negron. Okay, so you know, no brainer, right? No brainer. These guys want the money. I mean, this fight has a ton of hype. I mean, it's almost become the new Canelo Gennady Golovkin, you know, with all the social media back and forth, you know, the 10 count, which you guys know I made a video. And by the way, I would like to personally thank and just, you know, take a minute out of my video to thank, congratulate, acknowledge, you know, whoever flagged my video. I put up a video, you know, exposing the truth that he in fact got up in 10 seconds. I put a video, you know, the knockdown happened in round 12. Tyson Fury gets up. I had a timer, totally proved it. Ended debate, discussion over. Very respectful, factual. It's just my take on it, right? So, of course, there was a Deontay Wilder fan that flagged it, and YouTube took it down. But here's the thing. It's a victory. It's a victory. They took it down. I had 112,000 views. So meaning I reached over 100,000 people with that video telling them the truth. So you're a day late and a dollar short, Deontay Wilder fans. And by the way, I was rooting for Deontay Wilder. I picked him to win. You know, I'm a Deontay Wilder fanboy, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, Tyson Fury, you know, I can live with or without him. You know, sure, I like the whole thing. You know, he's, you know, making the comeback here. Let's get, you know, 400 pounds right here, making a comeback. You know, he's up in Joe Rogan's house talking about driving a Lamborghini off a cliff, wanting to kill himself, and this, that, and the other. You know, a ton of respect for it, because as most of you may know, if you know the channel, I'm a bit crazy myself. You know, I'm kind of, I said there's like bipolar. I think I'm fucking tripolar. You know, I think it's like a new category. So, you know, I understand the struggles with mental illness. Okay, that's why I'm always up and down, bouncing all around on this channel, because this is how I am. That's how my personality is. You know, I'm bouncing off the walls one minute and I'm like passed out on the floor the next. Okay, so I get it. You know, I understand and I respect that. And you know, but you know, I don't know. And Deontay Wilder kind of accused him of riding that train a little bit too hard, like riding that bike a little too far there, Tyson Fury. You know, but then I heard he's going to give like his entire purse. Tyson Fury is going to give his entire purse to charity. Now, if he does that, that's kind of like, you know, if you're Deontay Wilder, you know, that's kind of like calling his bluff, right? You know, he wasn't bullshitting, right? He wasn't bullshitting, okay? And we're talking like, what is it, 4 million, 8 million? I don't mean a shit ton of money. I think he come out with like $8 million, something like that, whatever. Millions, doesn't matter. $1 million, a lot of money. So, yeah, there you see Tyson Fury, now, then, now. I mean, an incredible transformation, incredible story. And Tyson Fury says, you know, look, I was robbed of the greatest comeback in boxing history, but I don't think he was robbed. I think he'll vindicate himself in a rematch. I believe he'll win. And I think, you know, the people know that he won, you know, so he may have lost, you know, on this official scorecard right here, but you know, the people know he won. And by the way, give me 2 seconds to go over this. Oh, first of all, the judge, okay, this corrupt judge, this is like the new Adelaide Bird, okay? I don't know why people aren't all over this, right? But this guy here, I don't even know how to say his name, man. Alejandro Rochin, R-O-C-H-I-N, Roshan, whatever, Roshan, had Deontay Wilder winning round 1, 2, 3, and 4. He was the only judge that gave Deontay Wilder the first 4 rounds. The only judge that gave him around, I think, 2, 3, and 4. You know, you can pause it and read it for yourself. But who is he, you ask? Well, right here. Okay, the judge under fire for last night's 115-111 scorecard for Deontay Wilder over Tyson Fury is Alejandro Roshan, the same judge who had Danny Garcia defeating Mauricio Herrera 116-112. Boom, drop the mic, right? Drop the mic. There you go, people. Hopefully, I hope you made it this far, because this is a bombshell right here. Like, I mean, we really need to do something about these judges. They're corrupt at best. Okay, let's say, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. At best, they're highly fucking incompetent, and that's on a good day. That's on a good day, right? You know, so, and a friend of mine actually on another channel interviewed Mauricio after the Garcia fight, and I actually called him. I called Mauricio and his people and set up the interview for a friend of mine on another channel. So maybe I could get him to come on the channel and talk about that. And maybe he knows something about that judge that, you know, he can shine a little light on, because, you know, I'm sure he remembers me. Now, this is like I said, this is back. I'm not going to say the channel name because, you know, kind of bad blood between me and this other channel. You know, I don't have any respect for him. So, but back in the day, you know, back in the day was a different story. So nothing I did. I got screwed over, to be honest. But yeah, so another thing here, you know, of course, like I said, the scorecard, you know, read it for yourself. Just read it for yourself. You guys get it. Okay, this really struck me as odd, because I remember during the Klitschko fight, the same thing happened. Tyson Fury's trainer, Ben Davison, claims that Wilder's team had this big, they misworded that, big, thick padding for the ring. Okay, notice the white foam layer. LOL. One of Team Fury's, aka whatever the hell that is, noticed this and had the extra layer removed before the fight. So first of all, whoever wrote this, you know, go back to school. But second of all, let me just translate that gibberish. Okay, what he's trying to say right here, there's an additional layer. And look, like in my boxing ring, like I go to Baby Bull, where Juan Diaz, he trains, you know, well, he owns a gym. I go there. They have a very thick padded boxing ring, and it's hard to get around. It's like you're in sand, okay? You can't move. It's like you're on a waterbed, okay? Imagine like trying to move around on a waterbed or on like a beach, right? In like real thick sand. That's what it feels like when you have that additional layer of foam, you know, versus like you can see, imagine this, okay? Like that layer of foam versus that much foam is a huge difference. So, you know, but they had them removed. Now, from what I understand, they had it removed. Now, if Deontay Wilder and his team got their way, you know, maybe it would have been a different fight, because you cannot move in that with that thick ass foam. So, you know, a little controversy there. I want to spread with you guys. Now, the count. I'm not going to get into it. I just want to show you guys the official ringside counter, which I always talk about. I mean, they are officials. Okay. Now, here's the thing. According to the rules, and I listened to a very in-depth interview with Jack Reese, the referee, the knockdown is acknowledged, okay, as soon as the ringside referee, you know, acknowledges it, meaning he might be down 1 second before, you know, a homegirl right here catches it. You know, it could be an 11 second, could be 9. You know, it could benefit or work against a fighter. It can go either way. You know, they can count too early, too late, but it's when they acknowledge it. You know, so I saw a video online. Some guy had a timer. As soon as Tyson Fury, as soon as his head or like his butt hit the canvas, they started a timer, and it went to like 11 seconds. You know, and I was like, well, no, wait a minute. You know, if you go back and watch, they didn't start counting until like half a second before that. But aren't we splitting hairs? You know, like I said, this guy here, you know, he's up at 9. You can see the 9 second over here. Fury, his glove leaves the canvas right at 9. And then some people will say, well, you know, Jack Reese hesitated, you know, on that count. Like, he basically missed a second. But like I said, I put a video out proving it was only 9 seconds. But let's say it was 10. Let's give it to the Deontay Wilder, the fans out there, whatever, the people that think it's a big controversy. Let's give it to them. Let's say it was a knockout, or it was 10 seconds. I mean, you're splitting hairs. I mean, you're arguing like 0.2 and 0.3 seconds. I mean, really, come on, people. You know, come on. You know, it's just pathetic. Now, I ask the question: had it been Deontay Wilder hitting the canvas, would they jump up and say, "Oh, well, I'm a Wilder fan, but yeah, that was 10.2 seconds. That was 10.3 millimeter, 2.5 seconds. So he's really technically knocked out." I mean, it's freaking ridiculous, right? Absolutely ridiculous. He was not down 10 seconds. He was down 8, 9. I counted 9. But, you know, even if it was right at 10, you know, it's a championship fight. Let it go on. Let it go on. You can't split hairs like that. I mean, he clearly got up after 4 or 5. He popped his eyes open 5 seconds, and, you know, he was getting up. He was aware. He was awake. He was not knocked out, you know, meaning, you know, he was just kind of a big dude and took him a little longer to get up. I mean, you know, like I said, we can split hairs all night long. So, you know, I thought it was pretty ridiculous. But anyway, I'm probably going to leave it at that. There was one more thing. If you guys are still listening out there, I wanted to read to you and get your thoughts on, if I can find it real quick. Bear with me. Close your eyes. I don't want to make you dizzy. Don't want to make you dizzy. Don't want to make you dizzy. Shit, where the fuck is it? Okay. No, damn. I don't know. Anyway, the argument was a guy was saying, okay, Deontay Wilder had 2 knockdowns, meaning he had 2 10-8 rounds, and he only needed, you know, a couple more rounds to make it a draw. But the thing is, you got to look at it. It's scored on a 10-point must system. Okay, so it doesn't really technically work that way. It can work that way. It's very confusing. I'm actually going to make a video and I'm going to break it down for you guys. Like, what would have happened? Like, let's say, you know, he has the 2 rounds and you can find 2 more rounds to give him. Is it a draw or isn't it a draw? That kind of thing. And I'm going to actually have the official rules on my screen and show you guys, because that's another thing a lot of these Deontay Wilder fans are saying. And, you know, I refer to these Deontay Wilder fans. I'm one of them. Okay, I'm freaking one of them. So I'm not your enemy, people. I'm here with you. Okay, I wanted him to win. I was rooting for the American heavyweight champion, as I will be rooting for him in the rematch. Okay, and another thing, let me end here. 112. He came in the ring 112 pounds. That is crazy. Look, I weigh 240 pounds. I mean, I did not realize he was that small. But the thing is, there's no weight in his legs, right? No weight in his legs, and there's like 0 body fat. Okay, so, you know, 212 pounds. I mean, for his size, what is he, like 6'4", 6'8"? He's a big dude, right? And Tyson Fury had like 40 pounds on him, you know, 30, 40, whatever pounds, even say 30 pounds, you know. So the fact that he did as well as he did, he was able to knock him out, that shows you a lot about his power. You know, the man has tremendous power. Now, I don't agree with him being the hardest hitting heavyweight in history. You know, as Tyson Fury says, you know, hey, I took a punch from the hardest hitting heavyweight in history. You know, come on, George Foreman, Tyson, you know, really? Like, you know, I could just list like 3 or 4 off the top of my head that I think would probably hit harder than old Deontay Wilder. Anyway, guys, we're going to leave it at that. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think?